Hey Taurus, and welcome back and welcome to your tarot reading for December. This will be a general reading overviewing your main energy going into the month of December, any tension points that you might be experiencing this month, and also any possible solutions or approaches you could adopt to make sure your month goes smoothly and you strong, loud and clear in your main energy. So I'll just start shuffling the cards, and before we begin the reading, since this is a general reading, feel free to leave the bits that don't resonate with you behind, and those bits that feel important to you, hold them close to your heart. And for your reading today, we have some black tourmaline, which is a stone I love for grounding, just because it's got very organic shape, unlike many crystals that I found. So I enjoy its texture and its reminder of the beauty of things that are raw and real and just natural. So let's begin your reading, getting the first card, which will show us the circumstances, the context of your December's energy and what sort of state of mind you might be in. Okay. I'll take that one. Okay. So for your main energy, we got Queen of Swords. This is a queen of air. This is a queen of intellect, of communication, and self-expression. So I would say that going by the Queen of Swords energy, in December you have a very sharp idea of what you want to do. You have a very clear realization of how you want to go about things, how you want to communicate, how you want to express yourself, how you want to manage projects. Since this is a queen of intellect, you are able to not only express yourself in a eloquent and clear and concise way, but you're also able to stand your ground and argue for yourself, and you're also able to evaluate things rationally and just have a sharp, quick wit. maybe maybe you're making some dry jokes this month. Just having a just crystal clear understanding of your goals, your needs, your intentions especially, and you're not afraid to communicate that to others. Now, Queen of Swords sometimes gets a bad rap because she is, well, this energy sometimes is considered to be too brash, too bold, or in its shadow, the Queen of Swords is considered to be inconsiderate and too straightforward. But in this instance, I'm not feeling that. I feel like sometimes if someone like Queen of Swords brings up things that make people feel uncomfortable, then the Queen of Swords is getting a bad rep for it, whereas it's not her fault that the message is the way it is. So in this case, I want to defend the Queen of Swords, especially since we got this wee baby angel gifting the Queen of Swords her crown, signifying that this knowledge and understanding and valuing of one's perspectives and of one's beliefs and needs, that is a heavenly gift, if you will. So it comes from a place of wanting to connect with the world and connect with the things that are beyond our understanding. So, in the sense, it's for the greater good. Um, so we've got a really strong and really productive energy going into the month of December. So if you are thinking of practicing your writing, speaking, presentation, evaluation, analysis, analytical skills in any sense, December would be a good month to do that, because you got Queen of Swords in your toolkit, and she's a great master of all things mental. So this is a good month to clarify your goals, set intentions, and structure things, and also good month to defend yourself if you need to do so in any situations, and be able to move on from them swiftly. Yes. So, what could Queen of Swords be dealing with this December? What could be your tension points, Taurus? Let's see where this mental advancement and clarity of vision, where does this lead you in December? Okay. Oh god. 5 cards popped up. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot. Okay, this is just me trying to figure out how to sum up this message. Because we got, well, I'll just tell you what the cards are. We got the Devil, the Sun in reverse, 6 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and 6 of Wands in reverse. And what I feel like this energy, if we narrow it down, what this is talking about, it's about, first of all, self-doubt. Because to me, the Sun and the Devil, the Sun reversed and the Devil, it sort of talks about self-doubt, issues with self-confidence. So if you are embarking on anything new, or if you are trying to clarify your vision and you're having doubts, I would say it's your fears that are showing up, and they're asking to be illuminated by the Sun. And then, besides the Devil and the Sun, besides these strong shifts in your life and strong, I would say strong paths of, strong bits of your journey where you're being asked to grow lots internally. English is my second language. So besides all that, you're also being asked about your healing journey, in the sense of with the 6 of Swords, I feel like you're being asked to allow yourself to come into these calm waters, allow yourself to accept others' help and accept other support in this rowing towards calmer waters after a stormy day. You are sailing towards an island of healing, and you're sailing towards new shores. And as you are sailing towards these, um, I see self-doubt with the um, Four of Cups, which is a card that sometimes can signal isolation, and Six of Wands in reverse, um, which to me in the position of a problem, this card generally means allowing others to congratulate you, acknowledging your own efforts. So this card being in the problem position, which is suggests to me that you might be struggling with validating yourself, and if you are either working on something or working through something, whether that be your work, your coursework, your mental health journey, or your relationships, I feel like if you are not acknowledging how far you've come already, and if you don't allow yourself to celebrate the little milestones, and if you don't allow yourself to focus on not on how much far there is left to do, but on where you started and where you already have progressed through. So basically, if you don't allow yourself to rejoice and have a sigh of relief and pat yourself on the back for the sweat and tears you've already put into your journey, then you might be struggling. That might be stressing you out, because it is most productive to compare our progress with our own progress, not with what other people are doing. And with the Six of Wands in reverse, I feel like you might be struggling to appreciate and be aware of your efforts if you are constantly comparing them to others' journey. And I'm getting that feeling especially because in the Four of Cups, the person is sort of detached from the external world and indulging in this cup. And this cup I would see as a emotional self-sabotage, where that is not necessary at all, because with the devil, with the sun reverse, with the imagery of moving on with other people on your boat towards healing and towards new horizons, new shores, I would say that the tension point this month could be toxic comparisons to other people, and these comparisons can be illuminated light on in a pretty simple way. So if you see something in others' work, in others' skill, in others' way of expressing themselves, and in others' successes, if you see something you like, and you feel like you don't have it, or you'd like to have it, or whatever the sort, I feel like we tend to notice things in other people that we actually already possess within ourselves, or we notice the things in other people that we are denying ourselves, and those things are already within us waiting to be expressed. So instead of feeling bad about yourself when you see how others are doing in life, and instead of surrendering yourself to your fear, instead of the self-sabotage, you can choose to use others as inspiration, and use others as an example of what can be achieved, and also just use others' work and successes as a way to understand that you belong to that community as well, and you can all support each other as you are undergoing your own journeys. So um, with this bunch up of energy, I feel like you might be feeling sort of what's the saying? You might be feeling like you're being pulled different directions with your attention, with your energy, and I feel like negatively comparing yourself to other people might be one of these pulling connections that could be done without, because if you focus yourself on your progress and your skill development and your learning journey, then that energy that you would spend on berating yourself in comparison to other people, that energy can be used for you to keep growing and developing. So, Taurus, you're talkative today. With this last card, my lovely Taurus, um, we will see what we could focus on in the month of December practically. What could be a solution, a mindset, or approach that the cards recommend for you to take with you into the month of December to make the best use out of your powerful mental Queen of Swords energy, and how to make sure that energy is harnessed in the most helpful way for the month of December. Okay, 2 cards flew out. Or is it 3? My 3 card readings are gonna end up being 10 card readings. So the the advice that we have for you this month is first of all, 3 of Swords, which is check in with your feelings and communicate about your emotions. So this card is about different, it can be about emotional pain, but also it's just merely about effective communication in your friendships, your work dynamics, your personal relationships, because some of the times we have to bring up and bring out our emotions and to check in with other people around our emotional experience, and these conversations are not always comfortable, but they are very necessary and they are very useful in building sustainable and healthy relationships, whether it be work or personal life related. And I feel with the Queen of Swords in your main energy this month, you are in the perfect position to be clear and just sort of get that stuff out of the way, so you can move on to the next phases of your relationship, to the next stage of your just mental process. So 3 of Swords is asking you this month to make sure that you tie all the emotional knots, just sort of cross the T's, dot the I's, and the things that you want to express. If you've had an inkling to share something with someone for a while, just find a way to communicate that. And if you're not able to communicate that to another person, for example, if they're not in your life anymore, but you still feel like there's some feelings about the situation that are asking to be expressed, then at least express it to yourself, and you can journal about it, or paint it out, or sing it out, or you can talk to a friend about it. Just make sure that that emotional aspect, emotional checking in is is being done this month. And then the next two cards are a bit more cheerful, and they are the Lovers, which is a major life lesson about love and about the love that the universe gives us and the love that we give out into the universe through our actions. And this card is asking you to act out of love and not out of fear. So a great month for sharing your love with the world. And the Lovers is not necessarily about romantic partnerships. It's, I feel like, mostly about your relationship with your own life, with your own self, and then how you can through the smallest acts of kindness both build your love for yourself up and also share that budding love out into the world. And the last card, the last practical advice that I will end on for you, Taurus, for the month of December is Ten of Pentacles is asking you to recognize the things that you are abundant in and bring security, stability, and comfort to yourself and to those around you. So I would say that Ten of Pentacles is the card of feeling like you are home, like you have your home within yourself, and in that sense, that shines externally as well. So if you're feeling fearful, insecure, or if you're feeling stressed this month, then you're being asked to remember the things that make you feel safe and make you feel comfortable, and the home environment that nurtures you. Feel free to reach out to the community that surrounds you and to share your resources with them and allow yourself to not only bring security, stability, and comfort into others' lives, but also accept others' help as well. So, with these three advice cards coming out, and with the Queen of Swords energy sort of taking us strongly in mentally into the month of December, I feel like, Taurus, you are doing great. And even though there are obviously, like, there might be some stressors throughout this month, I feel like the Queen of Swords is a queen that can look at the devil for what it is, and the devil is just the chains that we put on ourselves because of our fear, and the Queen of Swords is able to carve out space and delegate time and energy to deal with her fears and to not sit too long in them, but also give them the fair treatment that they deserve. And that treatment is one of checking in emotionally with yourself and doing that from a place of self-love and not out of self-sabotage and self-fear. And also, while you're at it, allowing yourself to be comfortable in your home environment, allowing yourself to relax and rest and appreciate the abundance that you have, appreciate the achievements that you have collected throughout your life, and evaluating and valuating and valuing your progress for what it is, which is a continuous trajectory of growth, clarification, and expansion. So, Taurus, I feel like this month you are able to rationally appreciate the duality of things in the sense of what you appreciate in others, you understand that you have within yourself, and what you feel you lack in comparison to others, you understand is already waiting deep inside you, waiting to be expressed and be seen in the world. So I feel like this month is an interesting exploration of your fear versus eliminating it and seeing that it's not that bad. Of It's also an interesting exploration of time for yourself, but not making it an isolation type experience. So lots of interesting discoveries this month, Taurus, for you, and I know that in the hands of Queen of Swords, you you are in good hands and you'll be taken care of. So I hope you have the best exploration of all of these things in December, and that you learn and master and express yourself unapologetically. See you later, Taurus.